My name is Julie Caron.
My name is Mitchell Caron, and I have been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. I enjoy golf. It's probably one of the bigger hobbies. I also play softball, which is it's been a lot of fun this last couple of years. We winter down in Florida, and I play softball for a team down there. And all that is on hold until we can kind of figure out get rid of this pancreatic cancer. A year ago in November, I started to get pains in my stomach area, and with further doctor's appointments, we found out that my gallbladder was not working properly. At that time, they removed the gallbladder, and after that, the pain was still there, and we went into the ER and found a tumor on my pancreas. From that point on, they did testing and found that it was cancerous. So once we knew it was cancer, the treatment program was 6 months of chemotherapy infusion, and then 5 weeks of radiation. Throughout that, the 6 weeks of chemotherapy was very difficult. There are a lot of side effects, and the radiation was not as bad as the chemotherapy.
He also became diabetic because of the pancreas not operating properly, so that was another trip to the hospital. He had several procedures to place a stent. They placed one, and then that wasn't working, so they had to remove that and place another. So he was in and out of the hospital 5 or 6 times throughout the chemotherapy. And the radiation also has a chemotherapy component. It was oral, which also had some side effects, but we were able to stay out of the hospital for that portion of the treatment. And now he's on a 4-week rest period before the Whipple procedure, which is a really complicated, up to 8-hour surgery that hopefully will do the trick.
Has it affected your daily life? Like, are you able to, like you said, you do construction, like you can't really...
Yeah, I can't do my work anymore because of the medication that I'm on. I can't drive, so I would say the hardest part is losing independence and not being able to work.
The hardest part has been just seeing him in pain and the sheer exhaustion that overtakes him, and also his lack of independence is trying. You know, it's hard to see someone down, but he's been great attitude and as joyful as possible, and thanking people for all the support, and we've both kind of been brought to our knees really in gratitude with the support that we've gotten, the outpouring of prayers from people he doesn't even know. That's really helped carry us through.
Yeah, the kids have been great. They've been very supportive. My one daughter lives in Jacksonville, and she's made a couple extra trips home. And Julie's kids have been just great with support, and my other son, who has our 2 grandbabies, they've been over, and it's really nice to be with them. I guess the advice, what's helped me is getting on the right medications while I'm going through it, because it can make a big difference on side effects. Also, just to stay positive, and we couldn't do this without our faith.
From my standpoint, the biggest takeaway is don't be afraid to ask for help. People would say that to me, and I would roll my eyes like, oh, okay. Well, there comes a time, and people want to help and don't always know how. So give tasks, ask for rides. Don't be afraid to accept a meal. People want to help, and it's humbling, but it's carried us through.